Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. I've had quite a few people sending me messages in the last little bit saying, "Hey Nan, how do you do your bacon?" And this is what I do. I use Black Label Thick Cut. I hope you can see that without a reflection. Black Label Thick Cut Bacon. This is natural hardwood smoked. I love this. This gives a good look. Look what a piece of bacon. Where most of them's just like paper. This is definitely not like paper. I'm gonna grab a napkin there for my hand. And this is what I'm gonna do. You don't have to do this at all. I'm preheating my oven to 350. And you can leave this bacon just as it is. Just as it is. Let me see if I can get that to tear. Nope. They got that kid proof. This kid proof. Oh Lordy. Now, you can take and leave this just like it is. Pop it in your oven. And you know, different people like different crispiness, different doneness. You know you. So I like mine about 20 minutes at 350. But today I'm going to take some Swerve. This is the ultimate sugar replacement. That's what it says. This is brown sugar. And I'm going to just take a few pieces. I've never used this. I've used the regular brown sugar on my bacon before, and it just gives it such a good flavor. Now, I'm only going to put it on so much of this because some of it's going to be going in a recipe that I'm doing in a few minutes. And I don't care for the brown sugar to be on it. So I'm going to do some of this in the brown sugar, and some I'm going to leave just with the hickory smoke flavor. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, about 6 pieces. But you don't have to put any brown sugar to sugar it up at all. But this is a sugar replacement, okay? I'm going to use those pieces on a different sandwich. Let me get that off my fingers. Now, I've already got my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to drop this in the oven. I'm not going to drop it, but I'm going to slide it in the oven. And I'm going to be watching it in about 20 minutes. And I'll show you how crispy I like mine, okay? Let's get it in. And I don't put, you can put parchment paper under this if you don't want to save your drippings. But I like to save my drippings from this. And when I'll show you what I do with them, okay? I'll just show you. Instead of tell you, I'll just show you. I'm getting that in the oven, and we're going to do it 20 minutes. Okay. I've got my bacon out. And I'm going to show you. I'm just going to take my pan. You can pretty well... There might be just a little fragment or two of something in that, but most of my fragments that I want to not letting get in my grease is on this pan. And you know what? That's flavor on that pan. I'm going to scrape that up, and I'm cooking, so I'm going to use this. What's left on this pan, I'm going to put it in something. That's bacon flavor. Why would I ever want to waste that, okay? But that's just what I do right there. I end up letting it go for 30 minutes because of the bacon being thicker. This is the ones that do not have, and it depends on how brown you want yours, how done you want yours. Now this is the ones that have the sugar replacement. It's so good. Very good bacon. I caught that one on sale, and I've had it in the freezer. Got it on sale before Christmas. And so now I can use that. I'm going to be doing some hoagies tonight. Some wonderful chicken hoagies. And I'm going to be using that in my hoagies. So I hope y'all have a great day planned ahead. I hope the Lord walks with you every step of the way. I know I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it a minute without him. I'm constantly talking to him, young'uns. He's right there with you. Just talk to him. Just like me and you are talking today. Just say, you know, I'll just say, Lord, I lost something. I can't find it. I need your help. Or, you know, or like when I'm reading my scripture, I usually get up and listen to a couple of preachers in the morning before I get my day started. And then after that, I go to my Bible and I have my Bible and study time in my Bible. And then my day starts. As long as I get that in, I don't care what happens ahead of time. The Lord always gives me the strength to definitely get through the day. And he sends blessings and little nuggets of blessings all during the day, young'uns. I love y'all and I appreciate you watching my videos. If you're going to use the thin bacon, 20-25 minutes is a good time at 350. I don't like to do it at 400. Now you might, and that's okay. But I don't like to do it at 400 because I find that it sometimes it makes things just get a little bit too crispy, or it makes things get too hot and it pops around in my oven. And I don't like that. And at 350, I don't have to deal with that. It just slowly, you put it in there and go on off and leave it. And then whenever you come back, your bacon is done. And to just take you a paper towel or whatever and just touch it. Look, gonna get some oil out of those, especially if they're the thick bacon. But this is gonna go on my hoagies tonight. Some of this is, and the other will be kept for other recipes. So, hope you get a chance to make yourself some. Real easy. I like this much better than putting it on top of my stove and having that grease pop everywhere and make a mess all over the stove. And I do like catching all of my drippings. That is flavor, great flavor. I have said for the last 20 years, I've always called it liquid gold. To me, that's liquid gold. That is a seasoning that when you put a little bit of that in your, in whatever you're cooking, the flavors, oh my. It just makes a difference in daylight and dark, you know. Well, I'm going to go. I hope y'all have a good one today. And I hope, number one, that you remember how much the good Lord loves you, okay? Don't forget that. He's with you. He'll never leave you, never forsake you. We have a lot of sickness going on. I have heard of about 3 or 4 of my friends right now that are dealing with cancer, struggling, and God knows what's going to happen. We don't, but we have to put our trust in them, and they love the Lord. That's the number one thing. But just, you know, if y'all are praying, just throw them in there in the midst. They're good people, good Christian people, and they love the Lord. And you know what? I'm a little jealous they're going to get there maybe before me. Who knows what tomorrow may bring? We may be raptured out of here, and I know some of y'all say, that's not in the Bible. It says caught up. It's the same thing. You just look at your definitions and you'll see, okay? I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.